Welcome to episode 84 of Build That House with me, Jim. Let's get into it. Okay, so today it's raining here in British Columbia at the end of July. So that, if you were a gambling man, it would have been 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800 to 1 odds that would have happened. It did though. And despite the fact that we could use the rain, it's always an inconvenience when you're doing construction. So anyway, to fill my time, I did a little research on the seismic anchors that the engineer requires. And here's one here. Let's take a look at it in the light. So this is a seismic anchor. And it's rounded at the bottom because there's a little piece of hardware in here. It's kind of the same shape there. You can see it's rounded and it'll fit inside here. So the idea is this gets bolted through the foundation of the steel rod, and then it gets bolted to through these holes in the back to the frame of the house. So when there's an earthquake, it can rock. These are a little more expensive than I had hoped. And I need like 9 of them, and then 5 of the smaller variety, and then 4 of the other kind of. The spec number of these things is, this isn't going to interest most people, but maybe some people would. Anyway, it's HD. This is HDU8 SD 2.5, and then the smaller versions are HDU5 SD, HDU4 SD, HDU2, like that. Anyway, this is the second from the most biggest one that you need. And again, yeah, so like you, I think something like, gotta go with something like that. I don't know, I'll find out from my guy, but you know, we're having an earthquake. Your house isn't gonna fall apart. I don't know. If the earthquake is big enough, I have a feeling none of it's gonna matter. Anyway, that's what they want in this day and age. So I'm doing that. And then also in conjunction with that accommodation for earthquakes, they want these blocks put in between every 2x6 and stapled or nailed every 3 inches on the backside through the plywood. And then what that does is, and it's only on the 2 ends of the building, so it'll stop that twisting action, potential twisting action if there's an earthquake. So that's what I'm going to do on this rainy day. I probably won't get into the earthquake hardware, but I am going to do all this blocking. And the blocking will go right along there where you see that line there, but not here. So lots of blocks to cut and install. That's today's task. Hope none of you were bored with any of that, but I'm assuming that some people tune into this channel to actually learn something about construction rather than just me taking nice videos and talking about stuff. Journalizing my adventure. That's what originally this turned out. That was my original intention with this video, was journalizing. But then I thought, you know, lots of people are tuning in because they want to learn about construction. So to be fair to them, sorry. All right, and hope that helped. Hey everybody, at the building supply place. Seems we're a little short on the pre-cut 9-foot ceiling exterior wall material. So the pre-cut at 104 1/4 inches for a 9-foot roof. So you don't have to cut each one. And they're all ready to roll. So we were a little bit shy. A little bit meaning like 50 or 60. So I'm just loading it up. And I'm picking the premium stuff, because why not? All right, we got some more walls up today. Got this wall up here. And we got that 3rd section of the beam up. So the beam is installed and complete now. And we got this little wall up here as well. It's kind of a little filler wall where the door is for the office space here. We get back a bit. So it's like, Jim, are you in there? What are you doing in here, buddy? Chilling out? Trying to figure out how you're gonna make your mortgage payment? Oh. And you know what? It's rained here for the last 2 days, so we didn't make too much progress, which is completely unheard of. We live in a coastal part of British Columbia where the precip is about 30% less. And for rain in July like we had it, I mean, it's just not supposed to happen. I mean, maybe it's climate change, I don't know. Used to happen, like when I first got here. It would rain in the summer once in a while, it was no big deal, but then last few years it just stopped. So kind of cool. Tomorrow we're gonna carry on with the back side here. Construct some walls here. So this second floor we're biting into it real good now. That beam was a little bit cumbersome, so that took some grinding through, but these other walls should go pretty quickly. Yeah. Incredible. Woo-hoo-hoo. Tip of the day, make sure you always give your pneumatic tools a drop of pneumatic oil. Keep the piston lubricated. Whoops, a little sloppy there. He says, thank you. It's another beautiful day. More walls up. More walls up. It's just so thrilling, let me tell you. So thrilling. And I'm actually getting a handle on framing carpentry, which I have done very little of in my life. It's a blessed day today. Sheeted the east wall, bottom half, and we got a funky new piece of equipment. You'll see it in the next frame. Some pretty cool stuff here. Talked a little bit about it earlier. Didn't know what it was going to be like, but here it is. It's called Alum-a Lift. Goes up 24 feet, I believe. And these foot cranked platform. You can crank it up and down while you're on it, which is nice with that foot harness there. And then this ladder also kind of sits there. You can use it to do what I'm doing right now. Keep materials on it, use it as a workbench, but most importantly, it's a safety rail. So this is really going to help. And you can even stack them and go like 40 odd feet high, but out there, that is some crazy, crazy height. So a little bit of a different environment working up that high, but you know, you get used to everything. So just happy that we can sheet effectively from the outside of the building. So anyway, I think that concludes this episode. Thanks for joining me. It's beyond words how many subscribers I get on a regular basis now. It's just snowballing. They said once you get through 100, then it goes fast, but I didn't believe it. But I mean, it took me over 2 years. No, it took me 22 months to get 100 subscribers. In the last 2 months, I've got like 70. So to all the new subscribers, the many, thank you so much for checking this project out, this adventure of a lifetime that I'm on, building this, which really is unintentional mega house that my wife has designed. And that came about by someone suggesting that we put a basement in. It's an average size house. But then, why not have a basement? A roof will cover 1, 2, or 3 floors. And the roof is doing the same job. Like, in essence, it makes sense, but then you forget to realize that it adds a third square footage to the house. So, I mean, this thing is a monster for one guy to handle on his own. But I'm committed, dedicated, and I got the grit and determination to see this through. So yeah, there it is. And it's going to be another floor. I mean, it looks like a small apartment building. So absolutely madness. But I don't have a pension, so could be a good retirement plan, I suppose. I hope I get to live in it, though. I hope my family gets to live in it. But anyway, thank you for joining me again. I appreciate it. I'm going in. It was a 10-hour day. Be back at her again tomorrow morning at 8:30. Because weather conditions have been perfect. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. See you in the next episode. Episode 85? Wow, 85.